Hi, so today I have my client with me, Jason Bachman. He is a 70-year-old and he has his goals for today. So we're going to do an assessment testing battery based off his goals. And we've already done the risk assessment, all the screening, and we had a baseline for his goals. He wants to improve his functional strength and he wants to improve his lower body strength and he also wants to work on his mobility and his balance and stability. So that's what we're doing today for Jason. We're going to start off with our warm up and then we're going to go into our testing battery and our cool down. And that's about it. Right, so before we do our cool down, Jason, are you feeling? Are you fit and ready to do this test? Okay, Jason's ready. So he has no constraints and no complications. So we're going to go off and do our cool down, our warm up. We're going to start off with seated and standard marching, then gentle hip and ankle circles, band shoulder pull aparts, sit and stand practice, and then dynamic calf stretches, which is going to help Jason for his assessment and testing. Okay, so we're going to start off with seated and standard marching or standard marching. We're going to do standard. So Jason, if you feel fit, so we're just going to standard marching. Try to get it nice and warm. Jason's going to do that. Breathe. Nice, Jason, for 2 minutes. Just a nice low impact cardiovascular warm up. Nice, 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 nice. So Jason, nice. Now Jason's doing that. Jason, please look at me. Thank you, sir. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to show you the next exercise, which will just be gentle hip and ankle circles, so just gentle. Okay? So thank you, Jason. Before you do it, let me just show you to just gentle forward and gentle backwards. And then we're going to do the same with the ankles. Right? Sit up, okay, sit up. 5, yes. 4. Do 1 minute each side. That was nice marching from Jason. Thank you, Jason. Make sure to knees are slightly bent. Nice. Slowly, how's your hips feeling?
Oh, it's tight.
It's tight? Tight. Good.
Changing.
Now change the other side. Nice. Still a bit tight, just loosening it up. Okay. And then do nice ankles. Start control. Nice. If you need assistance, use assistance if you want. Jason, need assistance?
Yes.
So Jason needs some assistance. So we're doing it slow because because of Jason's age and because of his capabilities. But he's doing very well. And under ankle Jason. So put on that side. So as you can hear, nice. So thank you, Jason. So now Jason's getting ready. I'm going to give Jason his equipment. I'm going to do the bandage stretch pull parts because Jason's one of Jason's goals is just to keep his functional strength and just be functional. So bandage shoulder pull parts is working our shoulders, Jason, and our back, okay, just to get that nice. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the band in front of you. So extend it in front of you, right? So you're going to pull it slightly, right? Not too far, just up until where you can go. If you can go further than what you can, that's good. So pulling it and bring it back. So keep that up nice. And then pull and go too far. Say, good, good. So you've taken that, Ron Jason, taken that of the elastic band, so it's not too tight, just to give him that sort of leeway. So that is nice. 10 to 12 minutes, nice, Jason. That's all good. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So next up, we're going to do our next exercise, which we're going to move on to the box. So this is for because Jason wants to improve his lower body strength. We're going to sit and stand practice for his testing battery that we will do. Right. So now we're going to do the sit and stand practice just for Jason's warm up. So it's simple, Jason. What you're going to do is we're going to have the box for our sir over here. And what he's going to do is he's going to take a nice tiny step away from the box. He's going to go into a squat and just sitting down, going into full seated position and coming back up, slow and controlled. So let's just practice. We're going to do about 8 reps of these and just 1 set, getting Jason used to that motion of doing the seated squats. Okay, stay in control. Thank you, sir. Here you go. If you need assistance, I will be of your assistance.
I have difficulty with my back.
Difficulty with your back. Okay. So make sure that your core is tight.
Okay.
You can use your hands for extra assistance to get yourself up. Is that good? You can use your hands, yes, nice. Regression. And if you need extra assistance, I will have this. Nice. And do it slower. Press it down. Okay, and back up. Thank you, Jason. Okay, so now we're going to do the calf stretches, dynamic calf stretches, just to get Mr. Sir over here nice and warm. So what we're going to do is we're going to lean over and have our hands touching the blocks. Okay, so then we're going to do normal calf raises, right? But just with the assistance of the box, keeping the pressure off of his back, which seems to be the issue today. Just getting that up, right? Nice, slow and controlled. Just getting his body moving for 1 minute.
My feet right.
Take each shoulder width apart. Nice. Make sure there's no compensation to back. Okay. How are you feeling? Back is okay? Everything is okay?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. All good?
Yes, man.
Everything's so good, sir?
Good, thank you, man.
That's good. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our testing battery, our tests. So we're doing these tests to identify functional assessment and we identify risks as well. So we're going to start off with our sit and reach with Jason, just to keep his overall flexibility. So I'm going to show Jason how to do it. Normally one take off the shoes. I won't be taking my shoes off now. Jason sir will be taking it off. So what we're going to do is we're going to get to the box, right? We're going to have our feet flat against the box, making sure our knees are straight, everything's straight. We're going to have our arms above our head. Then we should overlap our hands like that. And going forward, reaching down all the way as far as possible. Okay? So before Jason goes, he's going to do it, but I want him to take note that just to make sure he doesn't overstretch and just go to where he can reach. So this is our non-fatigue test that we're assessing. And for Oscar's age, about 5 to 10 centimeters is about a really good range. So he's going to start above his head, making sure there's no, and you go down from there. So that will be on -5 centimeters, which is pretty okay for Jason's age. So because he has complications with low back, so that's also a bit of an issue that we have. So that's why we have a 33, so -5 centimeters. So we normally, for Jason's age, about 70-year-olds, is a very good range to have about 5 to 10 centimeters. But because of the stiffness in the back and also the hamstrings, we do get that, I understand. We're going to move on to our next exercise, which will be the maximum power strength. So we're going to do the sit and stand test that we did in our warm-up. We're going to do it much more faster. So as you can see, it's a maximum power. So 3 seconds sit and stand, and stand. In that 3 seconds, we try and do 12 to 17. That would be a good range. That would be a very good range for Jason. So because of Mr. Sir's age, 70 years old, 12 to 17 is perfect and excellent. So for 30 seconds, we're going to move on. So you can just move on to my side. So I'm just going to demonstrate and explain to you. So as you can see, we have a bit of a environmental safety hazard risk. I'm going to move these just to make sure every area is safe for Jason and that there's no issues. So as you can see, everything is safe and it's controlled. We have yes, I'm going to demonstrate quickly from the side. So we can do this again, like we did warm up. Step away from the box. Step away from the box. We're going to do fully seated, fully up, but try and do it as fast as possible and a bit more explosive. Right, so that's for 30 seconds. So the excellent rep range should be about 12 to 17. So we're going to start. And yet again, if Jason needs some assistance, I have the phone number over here. And 30 seconds. Perfect. So that Jason falls in the range of 12 to 17, so that was pretty excellent. So I think that for Jason's age, that was done very well. Thank you, Jason. How do you feel after that exercise?
So work my back.
He worked his back, okay, and his legs. So one of his goals is also to work on his lower body strength. Right, so today we're going to do the muscular endurance test. So we're going to do again with the wall push-ups. So because Jason wants to improve, or Sylvia wants to improve his functional strength, overall strength, because he has grandkids at home, he wants to be able to just pick them up and play with them and just be very healthy for them. So that's one of his goals as well. So we're going to do muscular endurance test. So it's again going to be by the wall. So we're going to do wall push-ups. We're going to go for max reps. So we're going to take a nice step away from the wall, okay, like I said. So what we're going to do is, if you want it to be a bit more difficult, we're going to keep the base of our feet narrow, but a bit more easier. We're going to make it wider. This again, having our palms against the wall, making sure we have a 90-degree bend in the elbows, or bend in the elbows, and pushing ourselves back up. That's what we can do with the wall push-up, and that is just for the muscular endurance and also just overall functional strength. Because we did lower body, we also now going to do upper body. And for Jason, just because it says max reps, the range of it will be about 15 to 25 for his age would be excellent, but we're going to try and go for max reps up until there. Jason cannot go anymore. So we're going to have Jason stand just away from the wall. So because you complained earlier about his back, just want to make sure that everything's fine and see how low he can go. Jason wants to sit closer to the wall. Okay, how does that feel? A bit better? Is your base too small? Okay, so since it's too small by the wall, we're going to move over to a different side, which is not very sufficient for him, so we're going to move over. And yet again, we want a safe environment, so we cannot do it here. I'm just going to take away anything that's restricting us. So because the wall is too small, we're going to do it on a nicer surface area or area of the wall, so he can broaden his base with his arms as well this time, so meaning it will be a lot easier, not just the base of the feet, but also the base of the arms. Step back.
That's it.
Is that much better?
That's better.
That's better. Just take note, then arch your back. That's it.
Yeah,
The next reps, nice. It's looking good, it's looking good. That, oh. Nice. How are you feeling, sir? You feeling good?
Yo.
Nothing's aching yet?
No, nothing. This is my time about young days.
Your young days. I think there's 3 more in you. Let's go for max, let's go for max, let's go for max. You got this. Nice, nice, let's go for max. How are you feeling? Feeling good? Okay. So I think we've gone to the 15 to 25 rep range, which is pretty excellent for his age. And just because he wants to maintain his optimal functional strength, and just be ready. That was pretty good from Jason. And not just good, it was excellent rep range of 15 to 25 for his age range. That's pretty good, sir. How are you feeling? Still pretty good.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, so for this test, or this testing battery, we're going to do an anaerobic test. And we're going to do a 10-meter time walk test. Which is going to be for Jason over here, just to walk up. We're going to time it for 10 meters. So the norm is you want between 5 to 10 seconds, 5 to 6 basically. That is the norm that we want you in. But if not, then you can work on that. Okay. Let's start. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so that was about 9.77 seconds, which falls in with the 5 to 10 second norm, which is pretty good. It's you're going to keep that up and work on for the next test. So this was the anaerobic test without air, so just to see how fast and how speedy you still are, which is pretty good. Your norms are pretty good. So we're going to move on to our aerobic test, which we'll be doing at a different location, and which will be the step test. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do the step test, 2-minute step test for Jason. This is for his aerobic fitness. And what we're going to do is, you can see on the box, about 3 centimeters. So what we're going to do is, while Jason does a 2-minute step test, we're going to count the right leg as the right leg goes up and back down. That is 1, that is 2. So we're going to focus on the right leg, make sure it's in good posture, make sure you don't have all balance. So the norms are below 73 for your age, that is below average, or then we have the average, which is about 73 and above. To about 900, we have average, and then we have above for excellence, we have 160 above. Okay, so Jason, you can count for 2 minutes, sir, and you're going to step onto the box, so step on and step off. Make sure it's slow and controlled. Okay. Nice. How do you feel, sir?
Sure.
Good. How do your legs feel?
Fatiguing.
Fatigue?
Fatigue now.
Almost there, almost there. 2 minutes. didn't get in between the 70 ranges below 73, we can have that as below average, which is fine. We'll work on that. We do have to work more on his aerobic endurance. So anything to do with A, which is thank you. That was our testing for today. We've gone through the numerous testing and testing batteries, and we've got the norms and we've got the results. So for our next test, we know where to start and where we can move on. Thank you, sir. Because he has different goals. Okay. He's going to do, since we did the nice step test, he's going to walk slightly, so you can do it with me. So you walk here, just to get our heart rate nice and down. Okay. So from the walk, so I'm going to continue walking. So continue walking. I'm just going to demonstrate, tell you, walking, and that's good. So now we're going to go on to our hamstring and calf stretches again. We're going to go to blocks, so thank you, that's enough. So for the cool down, yet again, I'm going to remove everything that is removed. I'm going to take it away so that there's enough space for surgery. So yet again, we need a controlled environment and we need safety. So just making it safe and make sure there's no injuries. What we're going to do is we're going to do seated hamstring stretches and calf stretches as well. So I don't want him to completely go to the ground, so we're just going to be there again. Make sure the toes are pointing upwards. And we are going down for the hamstrings, just slightly bend forward. Make sure the toes are pointing upwards. Keep it there for about 5 seconds. Slowly up. Yet again, keeping our feet down and moving backwards just to get a nice stretch in your calves. As you can feel it over there, nice stretch. That's good. That's good. Not too far, just where you feel the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And toes down. And lean back. 5. Please use the hands for support. 3, 2. Nice. And 1. How do you feel, sir? Good. Come back up. Toes pointing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back again. This is the last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So while you are seated, I just want you to move the upper body, which is going to be a nice stretch to the side. Yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the other side. Yes, nice roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to slowly get up and just nice hip hinge. Put back and just keep it there. Nice for the back. Just breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2. And breathe in. Breathe out. And down. Thank you so much. So I'll see you next time for the test of the batteries.